We're doing a recap of our year so far because kind of 2019's wrapped up, going on. But we started out this year by going for a hike with friends and letting Allie meet her some friends. And this was New Year's hike.
Yeah, I think we kind of set this year as us trying to like find new things to do as a family. So
like going to a farm and seeing a turkey at Dudley State Farms right here. Augie was not a fan of that turkey.
Yeah, we realized he likes nature, maybe not so much wildlife.
Yeah, that turkey was a little aggressive too. He did like feeding the chickens, although this is not him feeding the chickens, but it's a clip from it. He really enjoyed that. And then this was the big deal of this year. We bought the rig that's taken us on a lot of our adventures.
Yeah.
We've been able to.
He was so excited that day. He like couldn't contain himself.
Mommy was really excited the day that topper came off the back of the truck.
I was. Yeah.
She likes the bed cover much better.
Yeah.
I would still prefer the topper for the space, but hey, there's enough room.
I think, when I remember looking at this and just thinking like it's perfect. It's the perfect size for us and to keep us on the road. And that seems to hold true. Yeah, I've definitely come a long way in learning how to live camper life.
Yeah, she's cooking a little breakfast and Augie on the Your Rider, and magically that day he learned how to ride his bike. He has since regressed, but at least at that point he hopped on that thing and just rode all over that campground. That was a Stephen C. Foster in not Augusta, Georgia, Fargo, Georgia.
Yeah, still probably one of my favorite campgrounds because we went there and had no service and didn't know that, and so it was nice.
Yeah, and that's not Augie eating a cookie. Don't tell anybody on me. This is when we went to North Beach, and this is downtown in front of the Red Pineapple, where I actually proposed to Stephanie in front of that store because I was in front of there. She told me she loved me, so Augie got a cookie. I don't know how that correlated, but he got a cookie.
Yeah, but this was a really fun day. I tend to like just gravitate towards water, and I feel like we've been able to explore more water this year, and this was kind of our first taste, and getting Augie to like go into the cold water was hilarious. And
then he got his sleeve wet here. He did not like getting his sleeve wet.
Yeah.
This campground had its own personal beach, so that was real nice going to North Beach.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was calm. I think, when we went, it was just kind of a last-ditch effort.
We just jumped to another beach all of a sudden, to Hannah Park. Yeah. Sorry, she has actually not even seen this, so we're just reviewing it as she sees it for the first time, but Augie in his stomach of steel. He spun around this thing for forever.
Yeah, to the point where like I couldn't watch as I recorded some of it.
And that's me carrying her shoes, which actually, if the audio is still there, you can still hear this me saying I gotta carry her shoes.
Yeah.
And Allie, the nature pup. Jackson didn't make most of the videos because he hates nature. Allie, on the other hand, but this was one of the fun parts about the camper too. We were able to be around family a little bit whenever schedules are so condensed right now and hard to be around. So.
Yeah, Randy's sister travels, his other sister lives in Georgia, so it was just fun getting to hang out with family.
And then Steph's got an MBA, getting her MBA, so I got some weekends that me and Augie's able to escape and go do our own things. This is a boys' weekend where Augie wanted to just go fish, so that's what we did.
And then, we've been working on just kind of getting him used to like trying new things, and so cooking has been one of my ways to share new things with him. This is us really kind of getting into his sensory processing and figuring it out, and he loves cooking, and yeah, this was my attempt at opening a coconut.
Oh, don't worry, I'll show how you try to open the coconut in just a minute, but Augie actually drank out of a real coconut.
Yeah.
And here goes her.
This is creativity, as I
was in the other room with every tool under the sun, putting in an outlet outside. She could have borrowed any of them.
But this is what actually I learned today. It's I got shown a picture of a wrench, and it was like, oh, what do you do with it? Use it as a hammer. This is another fun place we went. It was, I think, Luna Sands.
Yep.
And I think what made it fun was the goat and seeing our friends.
Because they had the effluent water situation where it got a little stinky at our campground, but Allie loved the goat. And this was Augie eating in the bottom of a $4 ice cream, just get the piece of chocolate out, and then he didn't want any more of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Kid for some reason doesn't like ice cream.
Processing. No ice cream. Which means it melts all over me, and then he kind of just walks away. It's like, I'm done.
So we left Luna Sands after the stinky, and we went to Grand Lakes, and Augie loves this little fishing game. It was part of his therapy he had to do, so we love Grand Lakes and eating their chicken wings, so we went there and on our way home. But here we went to Rainbow Springs, and it took 3 times to find somewhere for this kid to be able to go fish.
Yeah,
and it cost us. We had to rent the boat to be able to go fishing. They wouldn't let us just fish. But Augie liked the picture of the fish. That's why that's actually part of this video. He saw that and said, "I want the fish."
Yeah, and then we stopped and got Cool Whip because we just kind of wanted something sweet, and I think we were trying keto. No, I definitely
I was
wasn't.
on keto at that point.
I was saying the I definitely wasn't.
And Andrea is showing us how to pick blueberries as we went to the blueberry farm.
Yeah.
Augie got a little overwhelmed by all those blueberries in his belly.
Yeah, they don't weigh your kid whenever you go. But that was kind of, again, you know, it was a fun, unexpected day. My friends from my MBA cohort joined us.
Augie told me this was the part where he ran to his girlfriend earlier.
Yeah. FYI, Miss Andrea, tell Jared to watch out. But yeah, it's a really cool farm. We've gone a couple times and it's great.
And then we made our way to Peach River. This was around Easter time, and Stephanie read that there were shark's teeth there, so her and Augie went shark tooth hunting.
I felt like a kid that day.
Yeah, and Augie loves him some baseball, so he wanted to play baseball. This took us all day because Little League was going on to find somewhere that did not have anybody on the fields. But he had a blast just running around the bases and playing baseball.
Yeah, and he started to get into sports a little bit.
And the horse farm. This is the horse. I still have the audio to this going on, but yeah, this was the horse we named Allie for her neediness.
Yeah. I don't do horses. You know, I prefer things like motorcycles where you have control. And that was part of the reason why they like to bite me. So I just don't get around horses much. But this is a pretty cool farm. A lot of the horses are super sweet. You can walk around and feed them and know that they're getting a good home.
This is one of my favorite parts of our travels because Augie doesn't like getting up at sunrise. It was pretty much just me. Stephanie didn't get to go, but I got to see a lot of sunrises this year. But this was at Thousand Trails in Clearmont, and Augie getting out of his shell, jumping up on stage, giving us a concert.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Lake Ridge is a great place. Even if you don't drink wine, they have like different food festivals, and you can go and listen to some live bands, and it's just a great place for like family events. And it's really close to this campground, which makes it, yeah, Thousand Trails campground.
And as you hear Mommy cackling in the background, as I left the audio on this one too, this was her funnest ride ever on a bike. I just had to put this in here because that was a beautiful shot of the gator going through the sun.
Yeah,
there's no
an
other
epic shot of Florida
yeah.
in my mind. You know.
And then this is another NBA weekend where Augie and I snuck off to go play some golf. And he loves riding the golf cart especially, but then he also, in this one, likes shooting golf balls towards Daddy, as you will see here in just a minute. He had a little accident, so he has a different pair of pants. I did not dress him that way, and there it goes.
The kid has a swing.
And this was Allie on the way to Hannah Park. She got scared and jumped from the back seat into Mommy's lap.
She is a very dense dog. So she is hard to move, and she can jump pretty high.
I think that there was fireworks or something going on, and she heard them, and that's what made her jump into the front seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she still has bullet holes in her back from where she got shot as a pup, so she is scared a little bit. Yeah, this is Hannah Park in Jacksonville still, that same from Allie jumping, but we went to go see.
I'd say like we spent a lot of time in Hannah Park because the beach access, and it's a really great price, and it's just, you can walk to the beach, it's so nice. And then and then that Thousand Trails, we spent a lot of time, I think, at those two campgrounds this year.
And we actually went to Hannah Park one more time that I did not add in there because it was just so much Hannah Park. And then we went to Disney.
Yeah.
Augie's favorite roller coaster, Slinky Dog.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how he'd feel about it, but this was part of his birthday present. And he loved it. He looks scared when he's riding them, but he'll get back on them, and he really likes the fast rides, which makes me excited because I have a roller coaster with him.
That's them at the front to throw their arms up.
And behind us is my dad and my mom, who I think learned their lesson about riding roller coasters.
Yeah, you may have to go back and watch that video if you wanna. If you don't know that. But.
It was a lot of fun though.
Then Stephanie had to go to Indiana for a week, and Augie and I went and stayed at Grand Lakes for the week. So that was Augie riding his tractor around Grand Lakes, and there's the Grand Lake. But yeah, so we had a blast being able to do that. And then she joined us like on Thursday. It wasn't like she was gone the whole week, but
Yeah.
she joined in, and we had a blast there.
Yeah, it felt nice being gone and knowing that they were having fun, because I tend to feel guilty when I'm traveling.
Cade Museum, Ladybug Building Contest. He didn't win.
But I think this just shows like there's, he's improved, and also there's a lot of really cool activities if you just look around like the cities closest to you. This Cade Museum is amazing, and if you're ever in Gainesville, it's one of the coolest museums I've ever been to. This was a really old printing press.
And this was a bad decision by Daddy. Don't put air pads that blow air on your kid.
With sensory processing.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming. Sorry, Augie.
Yeah.
And Augie and I went on a picnic, just me and him. I did not pee my pants. That was his Camelback was on. He was around the Rider, was sitting right there, and it was leaking a little. But yeah, so we went and had a good picnic. He wanted to go on a picnic that day, so we rode our bikes down the Hawthorne Trail and had one.
Yeah.
And this was his favorite park probably once everything settled down. The first half of the day was rough, but then he got to go to Animal Kingdom and see the goats and the sheep and the cows and the llamas and then the rhinos. He loved that safari.
He did.
Oh, I had to add this in. Mommy being a meerkat, I think it is right here. I'm not 100% sure.
I think
my favorite is when she has to be the giraffe here in 3, 2, 1. It's giraffe time.
It was a lot of fun, and I try to get out of my comfort zone just so that Augie can see me doing new things and realize it's okay.
These are the rhinos I was talking about.
Yeah, they got really close. It was pretty epic how close you could get to the rhinos. And at the time, Augie wasn't into wildcats, but then, he's since gotten into it, so it's been nice for him to have that reference. This was kind of old memory. The racing cars was fun.
He was really proud of himself for capturing Zurg, and we had a little trouble with the thumbs up. So he's working on it. He called me a loser instead of giving me a thumbs up. There we go. And this was another daddy fail. I did not bring the headphones with this kid with sensory processing to a game. So I made a set of headphones. It was like a $30 set of headphones. He eventually got over it and went and break danced on the field. But
or since we've learned that's a skunk dance.
Oh yeah, that's right. And this was Touch a Truck, where he got to go sit in a bunch of different trucks and be a firefighter, and he got to learn about towing capacities, which helps him with his camper. I told him he couldn't have all his toys in the front. This was the part where you got to learn about the towing capacity and not putting your toys in the front.
Yeah, I love this event. They do a really good job with it, and it's free to the public, and you just get to see, the kids really do get to see all these grand machines just kind of working. And usually they have people who are police officers and
better at the thumbs up.
First aid people, and it's pretty great.
And this was something Augie was proud of and Mommy was happy with. She got her new desk, and so Augie was happy to build Mommy a new desk. And that's how you take a nap at Laura S. Walker State Park in Waycross, Georgia. We were there for my little sister's kids' birthday party.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I haven't really been paddleboarding, so.
And he stole a cop car. Not really. That's his Uncle Philip, who was a police officer, and he let him turn on the siren.
Yeah, he loved it. And we did tell him that's the only time he's allowed on a police car.
Yeah. And then this is when he was getting ready for his soccer season. He got to go out there and we played, and this is where I learned my lesson not to bounce a ball off your kid's head. Mommy's probably favorite part of this video.
I think it's my favorite part of the year almost.
And look at that hairline. And thump. This was a great pumpkin patch where every pumpkin you buy feeds a child.
Yeah, and we got to go after a soccer game, and they have tomaters, so it's always hot in Florida in October, and but it was still a really good time, and they do a fantastic job.
This is where we learned to roll with the punches. We blew this tire on a one-day trip where Steph was supposed to meet a friend to study for school, and we ended up few hours late because of this, but yeah, we just kind of realized we're a good family when something goes wrong. We're able to just roll with the punches.
Yeah, roll the punches, kind of know our roles. I think that was something I've realized too. And this was us working on Augie's core strength and getting his wiggles out. All of these things are him working on it.
And this was just fun.
Yeah.
And they have a zip line at Hannah Park we finally found.
Yeah, awesome playground.
This was fun. We got to go walk for apraxia in Orlando, which is a disorder that we know some people that have it. So we enjoyed being able to go do this, and it was a beautiful park that it was at.
Yeah, and I think it was meaningful and helpful for Augie to see us go and support our friends and be there for other people. And he loved it, and two of his best friends, that's who he got to play with that day, so he was ecstatic.
Yeah, he loves going to Orlando. And this is Mommy's.
Yeah, so this was our day at UCF. It's my alma mater, like I said in the video, and I'm getting teary-eyed now, just watching him there. It will be one of my most cherished memories of this year, so.
2 degrees from there.
Yeah, 2. But it's a beautiful campus. I still appreciate how much I feel there.
And you can hear in the audio here where Augie is super excited to be riding in Mommy's car in her chair.
With his lovely tree.
Yeah, which we kept in the house way too long, and it was literally a twig when we came back from vacation.
Yeah, so he loves Christmas.
He wanted to watch The Grinch today, and it's January.
Yeah, he loves Christmas, and I think it's because we get to do more. So I don't know. I don't know that we do more. It's just I feel like it's more in tune with just like family time.
Yeah, and that was pretty much our year in a nutshell. I mean, I left a few videos out. We didn't do the camper tour video again, obviously, but yeah. So this was just us having a good year and being able to. We got out and was able to do more this year. We were able to take our dogs with us as we went, and this YouTube channel has forced me to force us out to do things, because if not, I don't have anything to record.
Yeah.
So I can't release a video.
And I got my first year in a camper. And got to know what it was like and realized how much I love it and enjoy the freedom that it offers, and I tend to be a homebody, and so this gives me kind of my home away from home. So
next week we will see you guys on our next adventure.